Hello everyone, I'm 10th Dr. Matt, and in this Kilgrave cosplay how-to video, I'm just going to show you a few upgrades that I've gotten for my police station variant. So let's get started. Quite a lot more time of internet scouring, and with a little bit of luck, I was able to actually secure a screen-accurate shirt for this police station look. So here it is, folks, the screen-accurate navy floral shirt from Paul Smith's Bjard line. And as you can see, I've got it paired with the Varvatos tie. And as you can probably see right away, it matches way more nicely with the tie and with the suit than my previous alt shirt. So for a side-by-side comparison, here you can see my alt shirt over here and the Paul Smith over here. So we can see that this is definitely a darker shade of blue, and it's really kind of bordering on a purpley navy, so it definitely matches much more nicely with the suit than this one. This is a little bit too much of a bright blue, but still a fantastic alt. And you can't really see here because it's not buttoned up, but you can see a little bit how the point of the collar is quite a bit different on the Paul Smith than this sort of strangely angled collar on the Stone Rose. So as I said, I needed quite a bit of luck to secure this shirt. Basically, I found the very last one that was available from a store called Jonathan Trumbull, which is from the UK, and it wasn't even in my size. I normally wear a 15.5, and the last shirt that they had was a 17.5. And so I was looking at it, and I said, well, the price is right, because it's like a third of the price of, the normal price. But I said, it's going to be way too big, and I know most tailors don't like to mess with the collar of a shirt. They can take in the sides and the sleeves, but most people, when you say, can you take in my collar, they kind of go, and not really. But after actually speaking with Indy Magnoli about it, he said that a local tailor should be able to fix it for me for not an astronomical price, so I decided to bite the bullet and go for it, and I said, what's the worst that could happen? So I got the shirt, and thankfully, since it's a tailored fit, it wasn't tremendously huge. So I did bring it to a local tailor, fantastic little old Italian guy, and after a couple days, he did exactly what Indy thought he would do, and he just made a small vertical seam on the back collar that you can probably see there. So when you're wearing the shirt, it's invisible. I mean, nobody's looking at the back center of your collar, and it fits me perfectly, and I couldn't be happier. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on so you can get a proper look at it with the suit. All right, so now that we can take a proper look at this, you can see that the sort of in the middle of a point and spread collar works much more nicely than that weird angled collar that my alt had. It just looks nicer with a tie. That alt shirt is great for when you're not wearing a tie and you've got it, unbuttoned, looks totally fine, but with a tie it does look a little odd. So if you are going for some type of an alt shirt, I definitely recommend looking for something with a traditional spread or possibly a point collar versus, I'm not even sure if that type of collar has a specific name, but I would say like a very widespread angled collar. Those aren't really going to look the part quite as much. Speaking of alt shirts for this variant, there is a fantastic alt that someone found and linked on the RPF forum thread that I've got going about the Kilgrave stuff. So I'm going to link that person and the shirt below. I believe they said they got it from House of Fraser. And I'm sorry the person's name has escaped me at the moment, but I will put it in some captions for you. So thank you for providing that. It's a fantastic alt shirt, so if those are still available, I would say that's definitely one that I would go for. Now that we've got the suit on, I can talk about my second upgrade item, which is actually sort of a homemade one. So if you remember from my first video, I was talking about for the pocket square that I just went with a plain aquamarine colored silk pocket square from the Tie Bar for 10 bucks. Fantastic alt, but the thing is, as I was staring at this sort of close-up screen grab that I had taken of the screen-worn pocket square, and I'm looking at the pattern, and I wanted to beef up my pocket square a little bit, so it wasn't just a plain light blue. And I searched and searched and searched and didn't find anything with a pattern remotely close, so I said, you know what, I'm just gonna make my own pattern. So what I ended up doing, I went to Joann Fabrics and I came home with a dark purple fine point fabric marker, and I decided to just sort of go to town on my pocket square. So here is the transformed version, and as you can see, my spacing and alignment was far from perfect. I did this freehand, and I should have used a ruler, and I didn't. It was just late at night, and I was really excited to try it out, and then I just kept going. But all things considered, it looks fine, because once it's folded up and in your pocket, you're only seeing a small portion of it, so the spacing and stuff doesn't really matter that much. But I will put up a few progress photos here of when I was going through this. Basically, I just took the pen and I made first rows of staggered dots for the center, because the pattern basically looks like a star shape with a dot in the middle. So started with the center dot, then I made just a plain circle around that, and then I added 8 of these little sort of spiky point things going around it, and that was it. And so it took a while, and I will say, if you're going to do this, test the first one in like a corner of the pocket square or something, because the fabric marker does bleed a little bit. So you just press very lightly and just sort of dab it on there very gently, and you'll notice right away how much it's going to bleed and sort of spread out, so that you'll know how much pressure you need to apply and that sort of thing. So it was a bit of a pain in the neck to do it, but I will say totally worth the time, because now, when I actually fold this up and put it in my pocket, it looks miles better. So there we go, and I'll put a little bit of a close-up photo comparison here. So as you can see, I think that this looks way closer to the original now, regardless of my shoddy workmanship. I'm very happy with it, and I think that it looks a lot better than just the plain old blue pocket square. And the marker cost me maybe $2 or $3, so all things considered, the pocket square plus the marker, under $15, and I think it looks great. So those are my 2 major upgrades. I haven't been able to find any screen accurate waistcoats yet on eBay or anything, but that's fine. I'm very happy with my Sean John vest. I think it very much looks the part, and like I said before, for $35, you can't really beat it. However, I did have one little minor upgrade that just sort of, I think, completes the look really, and that is these funky purple and blue socks. These are just something that I found. I was just at Target one day buying some random stuff for the house, and I happened to peruse through the sock section, and I saw these, and I had to get them. I think they were, maybe $5 or something like that for the pair. So I think it looks great. It really complements the outfit. I mean, if you're sitting somewhere and you've got your legs crossed so that your sock is exposed, it looks a lot better than like a plain black sock, I think. It's just a little quirky thing that just makes your outfit that much cooler. So that does it for my upgrades. I'm very happy about them, especially the shirt. I mean, that took me a lot of time to find it, and now that I have it back and that it fits properly after being tailored, I'm really happy to have this outfit put together, and I was lucky enough to debut it at Wizard World New York City, the Doctors, a couple of weeks ago, where I actually met David Tennant and Matt Smith, which was crazy. They were both so nice, very awesome, just kind people, had great conversation, and actually David complimented me a couple times on my Kilgrave outfit, which was really exciting. So that does it for this update video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful, and please stay tuned to my channel, as very soon you're going to see another video going up for my second Kilgrave cosplay how-to video featuring the 1000 cuts / take a bloody number variant. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching.